everybody, how's it going? I just got up and it looks like SM Entertainment has released Henry's 143 I Love You featuring Amber. I really like Henry. I think he's got a lot more of the background knowledge about recording and songwriting. I know he does a lot of that sort of behind the scenes, so I've always kind of followed him and I really like what he's done so far, so I have high hopes for this song. Alright, I've never watched this video, so let's do it. This sounds fantastic. I like the in-studio shots, that's really cool. He's got his manly reference gold mic. This sounds really good. Like the production on this, everything is just tight, it sounds clean. This is how it should sound. Do I see some speakers from a J-Min video? Maybe? That was a cool break. The cinematography in this video is just really, really cool. The lighting and everything just looks great. Ah, genius. Get rid of it. It looks like a different part of the same building that they filmed Growl in or something. But it's cool.
무성 영화 어떻게 왜 너 왜 계속 반복되는 드라마 말을 안 해도 우리 서로의 삶을 믿지 Cause you 1, 4, 3, 7, 4, 8, 6 and I love you Are you gonna love me? Love me I'm saying 1, 4, 3 내 말을 전달할 수가 없어 saying 1, 4, 3 단순한 숫자놀이가 아니야
You can turn this up as loud as you want. It still sounds tight. It's not crushed like a lot of the SM lead singles have been in the past. I really, really like that. Okay, that was really cool. I'm impressed right off the bat by that. That's about what I expected, and I had high hopes for this. Well, first of all, I should tell you guys, I'm actually here in the control room of my recording studio, and I like to listen to music videos and really anything in here. You know, this room is sound treated. There's stuff on the ceiling, there's stuff on the walls, and I have a pretty good set of professional monitor speakers. And all that stuff. So it lets me hear a pretty high level of detail, and hopefully I won't miss as many things like if I was just listening on my laptop at low volume. So here, I'll let you guys see it real quick. These are Yamaha NS10s, And actually I've seen them using these in at least 2 of the SM studios. So that's kind of cool. They might have actually recorded or mixed a lot of these songs on that exact same model of speakers. So hopefully I'm hearing it as they intended it to be. And if anyone's curious, the yellow ones on the end are KRK Rocket 6 G2s. I don't use those as much since I got the NS10s, but I still check things on them. And they're really good affordable speakers. So because I already have all this stuff here for my recording studio, I try to use it as much as possible when I'm listening to new K-pop songs. It's just a good sort of reference point, and I can see how things compare, and I'm very used to this room, how it sounds and how the speakers sound, and it lets me hear a lot of the details that I would definitely miss on like earbuds or laptop speakers. One of the main things I've noticed with SM tracks, especially the lead single off of an album from 2010 on, Mr. Taxi's one of those. A lot of the lead singles that had a music video with them off of the album were mastered much louder than the rest of the tracks on the album. So it sounds, you know, maybe a little louder or more exciting than the other tracks it's being compared to at the time. But the problem with that is you start getting to the point where you're squashing it down to being so loud that there's no dynamics left, and it starts getting sometimes sort of crunchy sounding or even distorted. I think there's a couple Girls' Generation tracks that actually go over and distort right off of the CD. So when I play it back through these speakers, you know, you can hear that they've just pushed it to be so loud that it's kind of and but this song is incredibly loud, but doesn't seem to be nearly as crushed. Like on these speakers, it's very clean sounding, it's very rich sounding, and it's very loud, but it's not destroyed. And I'm really glad to hear that SM is doing that with a lead single like this. Another good example of very loud and exciting, but not completely crushed in the mastering stage, Dream Girl by SHINee. That one is mixed, mastered, produced to absolute perfection. So I'm really excited about this track. It's kind of it's a little bit of a new direction. I hope they kind of follow this trend because you know, SM's production and songwriting and all that stuff has always been very good. All the performances are very good, but sometimes production-wise, there's been things where they just crush them, and I mean everyone does that. It's not just SM. So real quick, I want to go over a couple sections in this song. If you have good headphones, you know, over-the-ear ones instead of earbuds, or a really good stereo system at your house, I'd suggest hooking your laptop or iPod, or burn a CD. You know, people still use CDs. Do that, put it in there, and listen to this song on something better than just like your laptop or, you know, earbuds, because it's really impressive. And right from the beginning here, you can listen to this. Everything there, especially sitting here in the studio, I know you guys can't hear it, I'm sorry. I wish you guys could come and hear it on these speakers for yourself, because it's really a cool experience with the fantastic job that they've done producing this song. But everything in this, you know, it's just... it's punchy, it hits you in the face, but it's not harsh sounding, it doesn't hurt your ears. Yeah, it just sounds huge when you listen to it. It's like you're surrounded by it. And right there, you can see he's using a Manly Reference Gold microphone, which probably costs more than your car, or my car, or... yeah, it's super expensive. But it's a very good microphone, and it's interesting. I wonder if they actually recorded this track with it. This part's pretty cool. I kind of like how they did that. They took like a very happy sounding song and then they put like a dark, ominous synthesizer break in it and then back to happy. That's cool. You know, that's songwriting dynamics. You go happy, ominous, happy again. It adds interest. It makes you sort of stop and go, ooh, you know, what was that? And that's something you're just gonna, boom, instantly pick up on and be like, wow, that was cool. This kind of thing is perfect, I think, for Amber. That kind of thing, it's not just one of those, hey, we're putting someone on here because of their name and street cred or whatever. She actually enhanced the song as a guest and, you know, did what she does very, very well. So that was cool. I like seeing Amber in this. That dance is a little interesting. It's like weird hopping up and down. I don't know. I'm not a dancer or whatever. I call it like I see it. Yeah, so overall thoughts, I'm actually not that impressed just vocally with this song. There's nothing wrong with it at all, but there wasn't really anything vocally where I was like, whoa, you know, who is this guy singing? But that's fine. You don't have to do that in every song. You know, some songs you might belt a lot, some songs are a little more laid back. The vocals were just kind of underwhelming, but that's by design, and it helps enhance the song because the song itself is written so well and produced so well that if you had somebody just singing runs all over it, like Christina Aguilera or something, it might detract from the rest of the song. Sorry, Christina, I'm a huge fan, but for this kind of song, it might be a little too much to do that stuff. And I think Henry has enough musical knowledge and production skill that he realizes that, and obviously the people at SM are geniuses at what they do, and they'll realize that if he didn't. So production wise, this is awesome. I would love to see this kind of sound on a Girls' Generation track, or this kind of sound, maybe up the intensity a little bit, but this kind of sound on a TVXQ track. And the one last thing that's kind of creeping into my brain about this song, for some reason I could hear like the Grace, well, the two members that are left in the Grace, doing a track with this kind of feel and pulling it off really, really well. I'm not sure why or what's making me think of them on a track like this, but I could see them coming out. You know, they're a little bit older, but they could get relevant again if they did a track like this, and I think this might really suit them. So anyway, great job, really, SM. This suited Henry perfectly. This fits exactly in what he's good at. It shows off his skills. And I'll say it again, they didn't crush the mastering on it, so you're really going to be able to appreciate the dynamics of this song. This is definitely a song I'm going to keep listening to, and I'm probably going to buy. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Mike will be back next week, and we'll see you soon.